I'd like to talk today about power and hierarchy between faculty and students, because certainly I feel there is a power difference and there's a real hierarchy between students and faculty. And I think sometimes this is perpetuated by students who sort of put faculty on a pedestal. Sometimes it's perpetuated by faculty who maybe feel they're above their students. And sometimes it's perpetuated by the knowledge that we possess. For example, the knowledge that I possess in the profession of nursing. But I think regardless of how it's perpetuated or who it's perpetuated by, it's there that power is present in the classroom and in our relationships with our students. And there's a feminist writer named Bell Hooks, and she's a feminist scholar, a feminist teacher, and she states it's not reasonable to think that power is not present within traditional learning environments, colleges and universities. And so I think there's power differences due to the knowledge that we possess in our discipline, and certainly due to the fact that we have to grade and evaluate our students. There's a real power difference there. I think it's important also to remember that students are often intimidated to ask us questions, to challenge us and to disagree with us. But I think if you can move your students to that place where they're questioning you, where they're respectfully challenging you, I think you really, that's where true learning really happens. And not just for our students, but for our faculty, for us as well. I know I learn so much from my students every semester. And so I think also when talking about power and hierarchy, it's important to think about how we place ourselves in the classroom. Often faculty are at the front of the classroom, students are at one end. And I was thinking lately, what does that say about us? And I think it really creates a division between us, faculty, and students, them, sort of us and them. And so, what does that simple act really say? And so, I really tried now to get down off that pedestal and not be at the front of the classroom so much. I walk up and down the aisles. And I think in that sense, I'm really learning with my students. And I'm there with them, learning collaboratively with them, respectfully with them. And so I'm really with my students when I'm doing that. So I think next time you're dealing with your students, whether it's in the classroom or out of the classroom, think about power, think about hierarchy, think about the power that we have, and think about ways to minimize those differences inside the classroom, outside of the classroom, and so that you can create a real learning environment for all and that benefits everyone.